come turn yourself into the Grand Traverse County Jail.
Did I get out of jail when I'm 26? By the time I have money, I'm going to be old as
Mr.
fuck.
Bunt, I
have a job. I got bills.
I'm going to have to mute you. So, Mr. Graff, would you want a brief breakout room with your client?
This entitled Brat is in court after doing some horrible things to an underage boy a few years back. The reason he's here now is because he's been on probation and just hasn't been reporting for years until it finally caught up to him. The judge is already not happy at all, and you can tell this is about to go sideways fast. This might be one of the craziest reactions I've ever seen to somebody realizing they're going to jail. Let me know what you guys think about this defendant. Now, let's watch this defendant have one of the biggest meltdowns in court. Good morning, Mr. Graff. Can you hear me?
Good morning, Mr. Graff. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Yes.
Sir, would you like to proceed, Mr. Graff, with the probation violation arraignment this morning?
That would be fine if the court would allow it. I think it sounds like there was some confusion. Mr. Bunt received a notice for 11 o'clock today. And so we're ready to be arraigned and set this for a hearing.
Jacob Bunt, present via Zoom with his attorney, Mr. Graff. We're here for a probation violation arraignment. And Mr. Graff, how would your client like to proceed with this?
Good morning, Your Honor. He'd enter a not guilty plea, ask the court to set this for a hearing at a later date. And then we'd also like to, address bond.
Okay, very good. So it looks like there is an active bench warrant currently. And Mr. Graff, what would you like to say about bond?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, obviously, late, after hours yesterday, we finally received the probation violation information on this case. And so we've had very little time to obviously prepare, not knowing specifically what all the allegations were. If the court would look at the notice, it talks about a positive PBT on April 22nd, which I don't think is applicable to Mr. Bunt. And so obviously going into today, until we received that information last night, we were going in somewhat blind. We do have that information. We do have information we'd like to present on his behalf. I guess the one thing is he retained my services. I reached out to try to take care of the warrant. Somehow this got set for hearing as opposed to having him turn himself in. So he has taken a proactive approach and trying to get things under control and get things resolved here. I know that the recommendations asked for him to be remanded pending the hearing, but given that the fact that one, he's taken the initiative to get this ball rolling. Two, as far as I know, there are no new criminal charges. Three, he's appearing today knowing what these recommendations are and that the court could place him in jail pending a hearing. But also, more importantly, there's a lot of information that we have to present at the time of his hearing regarding what he's accomplished over the last couple of years. I think there may be more information Mr. Bunt would want to get to me now that we know specifically what the allegations are so that we can present a full defense when that time comes. As far as I know, as the court will see from the notice, he resides in Lapeer. Lastly, I was informed this morning that Mr. Bunt has paid off all his fines and costs. And so for those reasons, Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider allowing him to remain out on bond. Obviously, he'll know that he'll have to travel to Traverse City for that hearing and appear in person for it. And it could result in more troubles for him if he doesn't. But I think the fact that he's taken the initiative to get this moving is a step in the right direction and speaks to obviously how much he wants to resolve this and will do so.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Graff. All right. And we will have the probation department schedule this for an in-person hearing that will take place at the courthouse in Grand Traverse County. This is an unusual case. This is a pretty serious, the underlying charges with this. And I'm not unsympathetic for what Mr. Graff is saying. It sounds like you've been actively working on sobriety and improving yourself, but I don't have any verification of any of that having taken place. I don't think it would have been outside the realm of your recovery to contact probation. You did.
I know.
Hold on just a minute. Mr. Bunt, it's not your turn to talk. Hold on, please. You've been just kind of hanging out there. No one has had any idea of what you're doing, what you have been doing, the things you've accomplished. And I guess I'm not understanding why you didn't simply reach out we have tools and resources here. You had every opportunity for, it looks like, a couple of years to just try to reach out and catch up before it came to this crossroads here.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but this judge is literally setting this defendant up in the nicest way possible. I mean, she's clearly about to tell him he's about to go to jail. And keep in mind, guys, he's not here for some random misdemeanor. He's here for doing some very bad things to a minor. And on top of that, he's been out on probation for years, not reporting and not reaching out to the court at all. So before anybody in the comments starts feeling bad for this guy, just understand he put himself in this position. And honestly, the judge is actually being pretty calm about it, all things considered. This is one of those situations where there's really nobody else to blame but him.
So with that being said, let's see. At some point, did you say you were going to turn yourself in?
Yes, I was going to be turning myself in after my graduation. One of the things on probation was to get my GED, and I did accomplish that. Jake Graff has a photocopy of my diploma. I will be walking and getting a cap and gown. I am already enrolled in the MOT. I went through some mental health issues and am still actively getting help from CMH. I have a signed waiver of release information for the courts. I've been working. I know there is no proof of me showing my recovery, and I know it probably doesn't look good on you guys, but I did improve myself, and I take full responsibility for my wrongdoings in the past. And I don't want to just have my freedom like you get when you get out of jail. I don't just want freedoms. I want to be successful. I want to do the things everyone tells you should do and you can do. And, I want to I'm going into college to get associates in business. I want to be an entrepreneur and follow in my father's footsteps.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bont. And I do appreciate that. And I don't want you to look at this as a setback in your recovery. I want you to look at this as moving forward and getting closure with this, okay? And that's just going to help you and build a strong foundation for continuing to move forward down there in Lapeer. So at this time, I'm going to ask you to make arrangements to come turn yourself into the Grand Traverse County Jail. The probation department will set this for a hearing. I would ask them to set it for the fastest, soonest possible date so that we can get this thing expedited.
The officer wants me to sit a year. I'm not going to go to college. I get out of jail when I'm 26. It takes me 4 years to get a degree. By the time I have money, I'm going to be old as
Mr.
fuck.
Bunt, please stop. I want you to continue moving forward. I can't look at the facts of the past and just allow this to continue on this way. So I am going to ask that you turn yourself in by 7 p.m. tonight.
I don't even have a license. I can't get up there that fast. I have a job. I got bills. I got to drop out of college. No, I won't be able to get my walk. I will everything I worked hard
Mr.
for. I
Bunt,
won't be able to do.
I'm going to have to mute you. I've muted you. I want you to know that this is a first step in getting closure for this case. And you had every opportunity to make a step forward. And I appreciate that you did contact the court, but you haven't followed through. So, Mr. Graff, would you want a brief breakout room with your client?
Sure, that'd be fine. I don't want to hold up the court's time. I can call him after court as well.
Okay. I'm not sure if it would be easier for you to try to talk to him right now, or if you'd just rather end this for now and give him a call.
I'll give him a call here, and I don't want to use up the court's time. Mr. Bond, just so you know, you didn't get a year in jail today. You're being remanded pending your hearing, which will come up pretty soon. I understand you're disappointed, but you're not getting the year as they recommended as of right now, okay? But I'll give you a call.
And that is what happens when you don't respect the court or take probation seriously. And honestly, you can't even blame the judge here. I know some of you guys are going to say she was a little bit harsh there since he was supposedly getting his life together, but he still wasn't reporting. So, it was honestly only a matter of time here. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys thought about that decision and the outburst. I mean, this dude is literally in his 20s acting like a 4-year-old baby. It's honestly insane. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. We just started this new channel, so every single ounce of love really helps. But yeah guys, I will see you in the next.